You see that guy playing on that big rock? That place is actually called Hitsuhat. If you translate it directly, then it would be difficult cliff. So I'm guessing it was a bit difficult for him to get up there. Yeah, that was a stupid joke. Hello, everyone. My name is Froggy, and I'm a linguist and a translator. At least I'm supposed to be one. And I'm passionate about languages, history, culture, and humor. Well, yeah, and in the last video we talked about Wolf Totem by the band Who. And in this video we'll be talking about the Frog Totem. That was a stupid joke. Yeah, just joking. The song will be Yuve Yuve Yu. And the general structure of this video would be the name and the origin of the song, or at least the lyrics, and then the lyrics itself, and also translation. I actually made my own translation for this song. And at the end, we'll talk about the main messages that the band wants to deliver to us. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned up until then. And yeah, let's go. The name Yuve Yuve Yu, it comes from the word Yue, the word, or just you or Yuve. We use the word Yuve when we want to say what the fuck. It's true, but of course in different situations we can also say, like, let's say there's an explosion. Yue! That kind of a situation, yeah, we can say Yue. But in the song, they say Yuve Yuve Yu. So basically it's saying, what a strange thing. It's so weird. Why? What? How? When? No, okay, I'm just joking. And so the origin of this song, or at least the words, it's a quite tricky one, because it feels like it was written like 100 years ago when you look at the word and the sentence structure. But at the same time, it talks about modern times. So my personal guess is that the band had a spiritual practitioner, and they got messages from that practitioner, because they can get some kind of information from the other side. And yeah, so basically they got something from the ancestral spirit, turned it into music, and then delivering it to us. But that's just my interpretation and my theory, and this way of seeing things might help you to get more understanding of the song. So in a sense, it can be seen as our great-grandparents scolding us because we're just living wrong life, kind of. At least that's what I feel when I listen to this song. It's almost as if they're talking to me, right, and saying that I'm doing things wrong. So let's begin with the lyrics. Instead of reading the Mongolian part, I'll just read out the English equivalent, or my translation. It's not the best translation, but it's I think it'll be understandable. How strange that you're eating, drinking, and partying too much. How strange you shout about your Mongol ancestry for no reason. How strange that you take an oath while not keeping your words. How strange the valuable teachings of our ancestors become worthless. And yeah, it talks about one of our societal problems where people don't really follow our ancestral morals, yeah. And traditional values, they don't really take much consideration to it, but at the same time they just talk about their history and all those stuff, and almost as if they're kings, and we're like, we was kings. We have that kind of mentality, and I have to confess, I also had that kind of mentality when I was younger. Now, after getting more in contact with the other cultures, I'm trying to see things from different perspective. Yeah, and this problem is quite ironic, because you don't know your tradition, but at the same time you say you're the best. It's like, come on, who are you trying to mess around with? And in the chorus, they talk about dulceng sugt, and the word dulceng in our dictionary, it means bald. So basically, it's, hey, baldy, kneel down. No, it kind of means traitor because of one movie. And in the movie, there's a guy called Dulceng, and he betrays his people. And this is one flaw in my theory, because the movie was created like 70 or 80 years ago, and I'm talking about ancestral spirit from at least 100 years ago. So things don't really add up well, but maybe in the past it was also meant traitor, and that person's name was kind of like a talking name, maybe, but that's just my theory, and I can't really say if it's true or not. And the second sentence of the chorus is Lundeng, Bog Bog. Lundeng, it could mean two things. One of them is prophecy, and the other one is law, command, order. So it could mean let the prophecies be declared, or it can also mean, hey, let the law be passed down. The first version, or the first variation, yeah, I guess it has some sense, because at the end of the song it says Genghis Khan will descend onto the earth and the whole world will remember his name. So it could be prophecy, but I don't really know. It's kind of one or another. And the second part, or the second verse, how strange that you inherited our ancestral fate, yet you sleep and won't wake up. How strange you keep lying that Mongols are the best in the world. How strange that Mongols, who should live as nobles, fail to be united. And how strange that you fail to raise up the Mongol nation. Yeah, it's true. We're quite divided in some way. And also, yeah, we become more materialistic and chasing after possessions and all those statuses, whatever, and end up stepping on each other. So yeah, it shows it talks about one main issue in Mongolia, and it's been like that in their times as well. So who are they to talk? Just joking. It's a bad thing. Yeah, I admit. And the third verse, it says, how strange that you can't love and cherish our ancestral land. How strange our forefathers' valuable wisdom are considered to be lies. Mongols with eternally bright wolf totem are engraved with the mark of sky. Genghis Khan Genghis will descend onto the earth and the whole world will remember his name. Yeah, it's also one of our problems where we're heavily dependent on mining. And lots of companies end up polluting our nature, destroying mountains and rivers in the process. And it's a sad topic, not something to be proud of. And of course, so we have to have money, but at the same time, some people are destroying it, and that's quite sad. And I can't really do much about it. And the second part, yeah, the forefathers' valuable wisdoms are considered to be lies. Some of them tend to be a bit more, I guess, spiritual, and for some people, superstitious, I guess. The feeling of superstitious, maybe. And from a materialistic point of view, yeah, I guess things doesn't really make sense. So they're considered to be lies, and probably people don't take things seriously now. This part, Mongols with eternal bright wolf totem are engraved with the mark of sky. It kind of has a bit of reference to the previous song, or the wolf totem, and in that song they say we will burn brighter with the courage of wolves, and the song is called Wolf Totem, so I guess it has some kind of bright qualities. I can't really say. The mark of sky, I think it refers to the Mongolian blue dot or blue mark. Every children who are born, they have a blue mark on the lower side of their back up until the age of 5 or 6 usually, but sometimes they can have it all their life. And the last line says, Genghis will descend onto the earth and the whole world will remember his name. Yeah, I guess it's the prophecy. I hope it will come true. Yeah, and this part, the last chorus, it says, "Hey, black banner, awaken. Hey, royal power, rise forever." So the black banner, we discussed it in the video about Wolf Totem. It's the war banner. Awaken, and yeah, the royal power, rise forever. It kind of feels a bit more imperialistic song, nationalistic, but I have to say that it's not as it seems, right? Because here it rejects the stupid idea of being ignorant, being arrogant, being stupid, and being nationalistic. That kind of feelings is dismissed in the song, but instead it tells that you have to remember who you are, where you come from. You should love your land, your nature, and that kind of feeling is more supported in this song. And also the producer and the band, they didn't really write these songs to incite nationalistic feelings in people, like that kind of bad thing, but instead they wanted people to feel more more in power and believe in themselves and have more confidence and march forward like a warrior. And that's what they wanted to bring with the song. And the main messages behind the song and the video, I think we can have two of them, or both being together, is that the song talks about it's time to wake up, stop partying too much, stop eating and drinking, and start loving your land, and start remembering the values of your forefathers. That's the message of the song. And the message of the video is that people are too, detached from nature. And only in nature they can find their true strength, the inner strength, when they're in tune with their own nature. So yeah, I guess what the band is trying to say is that we have to protect Mother Nature and we have to wake up. And yeah, that's about it. And also maybe I think I'll make more videos about Who and the songs, and it's quite interesting because there's a lot of things to discuss about, so many other interesting songs. And if you have any questions, maybe you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer to them. What else? If you liked this video, maybe you could push on the like button. It might help me, I think. And also, if you haven't subscribed, maybe you could consider subscribing, because I'll be making more of these kind of videos, so you'll be notified. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, I think this song, maybe it was meant for Mongols, but everyone else in the world, I think they'll all be able to relate to these problems and to these ideas that we are sometimes tend to be stupid. We tend to be stupid, right? And also we have to do something with nature. I think that's something we should all think about, not just us, but you. And yeah, so bye, see you next time. Or we say Баярлалаа.
Futu freestyle, futu freestyle. Akama dam, titi dari duri dam, titi dam, titi dam, titi oh oh.